So what is chromatography? Chromatography is a process of separating the components of a mixture. And there are a few different types of chromatography. So there's thin layer chromatography, or TLC, and this can determine the number of components present and maybe detect impurities and compare samples against one another. There is high performance liquid chromatography, or HPLC, and this is used to identify and quantify components in a sample. And there's also gas chromatography, which identifies the compounds which are found in a gas. And again, gas chromatography and also liquid chromatography by itself can also be combined with mass spec to identify exactly what components are there. Chromatography is used in forensic science to help determine a number of different aspects really. It can be used in ink comparison, and that's to determine who wrote what, or whether a document has been forged or altered in any way. It can be also used in drug analysis to see whether there are any drugs present or whether they're not present, and then what drugs are present and the quantities of those drugs. And this is not just for illegal substances, this is also in the manufacturing business too, to ensure that the correct percentage of, say, paracetamol is in a paracetamol tablet, and also to examine things like explosives to see whether the compounds used in there were in fact used to make an explosive, or whether it was, say, maybe a fake or a joke or something similar like that. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do chromatography at home. So there's just a few simple items that you can find around your home that you'll need to do chromatography. The most important one is having some kind of chromatography paper. Obviously, as we're at home, we might not have that. Today I'm going to use this blotting paper. If you don't have blotting paper, you can use like filtered paper for like coffee machines and things like that, or you can also use just normal kitchen towel or kitchen roll that you have in your kitchen. However, the rate of absorption on that will be much quicker than the chromatography paper, so you might not be able to see all the components that make up your coloured pens. As I mentioned, coloured pens, you'll need coloured pens, so I have quite a variety here. These are all water soluble, so don't want to use any kind of permanent marker at all because it won't work as it's not soluble in water. As you can see right here, the first column here is of a pen that's soluble in water. As you can see, it's spread nicely. You can see the different kind of components that make up the black colour. However, column 2 is of a permanent marker, and you can see it hasn't moved at all, and you can't see what makes up that colour. You'll also need some sellotape, a pair of scissors. So if you are younger, you might need an adult to help you with the scissors. You'll need a couple of pencils, a ruler if you'd like to be precise, and you'll also need a glass or a plastic cup and a little bit of water. So if you have all this around your home already, you feel free to pause the video, grab it all, and we can do it together. Or simply, if you just like to watch and do it at a later time, that's more than welcome to. So I think we should get started, don't you? So firstly, I've got our chromatography paper here, or my blotting paper that I have here today, and I'm going to cut mine into strips of about 2 centimetres wide each. So you can either measure this with a ruler if you'd like to be precise, or you can just kind of eyeball it if you'd like to. I'm going to measure and cut it. And then the length of your strip will also be determined by the cup or glass that you'll be using. As you can see, I'm using quite a small glass today, and when I put my chromatography slip into the water, I don't want the ink dots that I'm putting on there to be submerged. So I just want it nicely to rest nicely in the water without being completely submerged. So if I just measure it against the glass, I can see I'll probably get about 2 strips out of this. So I will fold this in half and cut it into 2. And you want to put your dots or lines of colour about 1 centimetre from the bottom of your slip. So I've just drawn a line just there where that would be. And now it's completely your choice what colours you want to do. You can do all the colours you have if you'd like to, or you can start off with just a couple to make sure it works for you, or you can even mix colours together and see what they will create. Do a dark green and a light green, and I'm going to do dots of these. Again, you can use whatever colours you'd like and any way you'd like. You can see here. And then what you're going to do with these, you're going to need to attach these to something so they don't fall in the water. So I'm going to use a pencil. So you need to take some sellotape and cut off just a little bit. Again, if you are a bit younger, you might need an adult to help you with your scissors. And then I just want to measure again so I'm accurate, that when I put my slip in the water, it isn't fully submerged, and that is perfect. Just like that. So what you need to do, you need to just place your slip in the water like so, as you can see, and then you're going to maybe leave for about 10-15 minutes, and then you'll see what happens essentially. So we'll come back in that time and we'll look what's happened. So as you saw in that time lapse just there, you can see how the colours move up the paper, and as you see here, you can see there is more bluey colours in the darker green pen, whereas in the light green pen there's more like yellow tones, and that shows how they use different kind of pigments and inks in colours to make a specific colour. Again, these are specific to this brand. If you were to look at a different pen, they'll have a different makeup of inks and dyes to make a colour, as no two pens are really the same. And that is how you do chromatography at home. So I hope everyone has enjoyed watching this today, and I hope you all have a go. If you do, we'd love to see any chromatography colours that you make. You can even do different patterns and things such as that, so be as creative as you wish. And if you do, feel free to show us anything you have created, because we'd love to see that.